All right, so there's a big shakeup in the world of politics today. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, is traveling abroad to the country of Taiwan. She landed a couple hours ago, I believe, and it's very controversial in the States and abroad. You see, China sees Taiwan as their own. Like, Taiwan is obviously an independent country with a struggling democracy, and Nancy Pelosi is likely going there for that. Like, we're the United States, we export democracy. We're there for struggling democratic republics, and all this sort of mission. That's what this is all leading up to, in my opinion, because a lot of people just don't know why she's there. But that's why. And the problem is China sees Taiwan as their own. So there's a big conflict of interest going on right now. China's moving their military, they're posturing and positioning now in certain areas with her arrival. And it's just a big, like, oh God, what's going to happen? It could get really bad, worst case scenario, because it's basically China sees us as meddling in their country, but it's not their country. Taiwan is independent. Anyways, Nancy Pelosi is there on a diplomatic pro-democracy mission, it appears. Let me ask a question. Is Nancy Pelosi the person we really want to represent democracy in the world today? The person who failed, I mean, there's many people, there's a lot of blame to go around. One of the main people, though, that failed to codify Roe into law when she had the chance under Obama's administration, leading to Roe versus Wade being overturned. Is this the person we're sending in the world, out into the world, to represent democracy? If it is, we're screwed. And trust me, we're all screwed. Because they're only starting with Roe versus Wade. They're going to contraception next. They're going to gay marriage after that. And any other sort of privacy issues that they don't agree with. And people like Nancy Pelosi have failed to protect our human rights for the sake of a political football. And this is the democracy advocate we're sending out in the world? Disgraceful. She should have resigned the day that Roe versus Wade was overturned. The very day. Her and Democratic leadership. They've had over 50 years, guys. You can't throw me in excuses. They had over 50 years. Stop being a bootlicker for these failures. Enough grace has been given. And now is the time for accountability. But no, that's not going to happen. She's out in the world saying she's the pro-democracy advocate. And I get it. This is all like a rehabilitation thing for her, for the country that we are, the country that's losing their constitutional rights to Christo-fascists. Yeah. It's not us. It's all a mirage. It's all theory. Because in reality, the United States isn't that democratic. And we don't have much to export. We don't have enough here at home for ourselves. We're not exporting anything. We ain't got enough here. People need to hold Democratic leadership accountable for their failures. and for who they are. They are people who traded our human rights, Americans' reproductive rights, for a political football that they are now fundraising off of. Don't like that? That's reality. Start holding these people accountable. Stop the bootlicking, stop the partisanship, and hold them all accountable. Now is not the time to bootlick. Democratic leadership needs overhauled. Okay? Every last one of them. This should be the line. It's been thoroughly crossed, and corrections need to be made.